Nigga, I repeat, if you think we went crazy for Obama, we had this nigga on Nikes, t-shirts, mugs, hats. We had this nigga's portrait up. His portrait. We had this man's portrait up in our house like he was an ancestor. Do you hear me? If you think we went crazy for him, Kamala Gate, okay? Do you hear me? It will be insane. The black girl magic that will coat this nation will be historical. This bitch, we might do a Kamala parade. I mean, I don't know what might happen. If she pulls this out of her ass, which is what it feels like, with every fucking odd against her, Biden dropped out 20 minutes before the fucking before the polls. If she pulls this out of her ass with every odd against her, you will see a wrath from black women like you've never seen before. I just want y'all to know that.
Bro, here come all these silly ass black people talking about vote for Kamala Harris because she quote unquote claims to be black. It's so easy to get us. Y'all want this woman to be president not based off what she represents, don't know her policies. I just want her in the office because just so y'all can say she's the first quote unquote black woman to be president, so y'all can have some over white women or white people, mainly white women. Sickening. And y'all wonder why we ain't overcame yet, bro. Y'all wonder why we ain't overcame nothing. Y'all wonder this. Why we ain't overcame nothing. We are so politically illiterate. It's a shame. Y'all would say vote for Kamala Harris, but y'all wouldn't vote for Tim Scott. Y'all wouldn't vote or endorse Ben Carson, Larry Elder. Hell, y'all crapped on Condoleezza Rice, but y'all vote for Kamala Harris. Why? The woman claimed to be Indian American so many years. When she was in California, she was just locking up black people, black men, left and right. Left and right. Tried to withhold evidence, all type of stuff. But now, since she's in office, vice president, she's going to claim her black card. And y'all fall for it every time, bro. We are so gullible as a people.
I can't play the audio because the copyright, but you see the second thing she did after being selected is go here to the drag show, right? Talking about they need their rights and things like that. And the first thing she did when she made the first speech was this next clip.
We who believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans because we trust women to make decisions about their own body and not have their government tell them what to do. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole.
Listen, I'm out here. We're having the kids camp, for the church. But let me tell you something. Don't fall for it again. Oh, my goodness. People are talking about, it's, like '08 Obama. And I'm going to play a couple of clips for you guys so you can see it for yourself. But essentially, a lot of people are just saying, you know what, I'm going to vote for her because she's black. And to be honest, that can be a form of idolatry. You know nothing about the policies. You know nothing about what they're actually pushing. And this stuff affects America. What happened when you guys, let's be real, what happened the last time you guys did that with Obama? What did he do for the black community other than, hey, he's the first black president? Why is it that they always pander to the LGBTQ community, right, and abortions? That's like they're two things that, they're dedicated. They can make stuff happen when it comes to those groups. And then to top that off, Kamala, she hasn't even claimed being black until she decided to be President Biden's vice president. Mind you, she wasn't voted in. She was selected, which is a huge red flag. I mean, I'm glad that some people are waking up, and it's not about, please understand, right? People are they're gonna make this argument that, well, if you criticize her or you speak against her, you're a racist. That's the same thing they did with Obama. You think it was an accident they had the first black president push the LGBTQ agenda? It was strategic. It was a chess move, because anybody who has anything negative to say about him, anybody who speaks against what he's doing, we'll just say that, you know, they're homophobic, they're racist. It was all part of just the strategy. You gotta wake up. Don't fall for it. Look at the legislation. What kind of legislation is being passed? Does it help you and benefit you and your family? Does it go against the kingdom? Does it go against the word of God? That's what you have to look at. Not what the media is telling you. You should know by now there's so much propaganda. There's so much fake news out there. There's so many things that's just straight up lies. You got to research it for yourself and look into it for yourself. Because look what America is becoming. A modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why they always cater to that first. So you got to wake up. You got to see it for yourself, man. Look at what's going on. People tell you to hate this one, love this one, right? But you got to study. You got to research for yourself. It's getting crazy out here. Like, how can you not see that these people, it's not that we demonize them, but they pushing a demonic agenda and they're bent on it. That's the spirit of the Antichrist. Now, when we say, oh, her and Joe Biden is a Jezebel and an Ahab, it's not because we're saying, you know, that the actual person, we don't war against people. It's the spirit. It's the spirit behind the individual, and it's the system. It's a Jezebel system that is being pushed. It's an Antichrist system that is being pushed on America. You better wake up and realize what's going on. That's why I want to play these different clips and use my platform to show you, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll brainwash you. It's people out there still talking about Project 2025. I was talking to this young lady. She said, Pastor, what do you think about Project 2025? You know, they're making us feel afraid. They're making us feel scared. I said, first of all, you got to read it for yourself, right? Trump has already came out and said he has nothing to do with it. And they're using it as like a fear-mongering thing, which actually Project 2025 has been around for a long time, the Heritage Group, but Trump has nothing to do with it, right? But they push you these lies because they're trying to get you to just fear, you know, to vote for Trump because they got their agenda. Like I told you in the previous video, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, right? Hillary Clinton, she was the one that was anointed next after Obama was going to push the LGBTQ agenda. You saw what she was saying she was going to do with the Supreme Court justices, how she was going to, you know, push this feminist agenda, push the abortions things. And so now they're trying to pick up where they left off, right? Trump got in, so that kind of shook things up. So then they had to get Biden in, which I wonder was if that was part of the plan, right? Biden run this second time, get the nomination, then let's move him out the way, sort of like a Trojan horse thing, and have Kamala take over. I don't know, but what I do know is the agenda that they're pushing is suspicious. What I do know is that assassination attempt that happened on Trump, a lot of suspicious things about that. I'm gonna let the other people, you know, dive deep into that, but it's a lot of strange things going on. You better just wake up. You better pay attention and realize we're in a war. Look at what's going on in the world. You know, what just happened recently, we'll talk about it later. You know, they're tearing down the American flag. These people coming in here just tearing America up, hate America. America is the best country in the world, but these people coming in and they're tearing it up. They're hating it. We've talked about what's going on at the border, why they're letting all those people in. They ain't doing it out of the kindness of their heart. They're doing it because they want the votes. They want to stay in power. That's why they keep selling you a dream. You vote for them and nothing changes. And they know they can't win the election straight up. So what do? They bring in all these migrants. They give them credit cards. They give them housing. They give them cell phones. While you got taxpaying citizens. Taxpaying citizens that's been here, that's been working, that they won't help, that they won't look out for. You got all this money for Ukraine. You got all this money for all the migrants that you let across the border. Why? Because you want them to vote for you. And then after they get in for another 4 years, they're going to do what they always do. Forget about you. Look at the Democratic ran cities, New York, Chicago, California. Look at them. Look at the policies. Look what's going on. You better wake up. Go to www.marcusrogersministries.org and just, you know, if you want to support what we're doing here in Chicago,